Good luck, everyone. Remember, it's the last race of the weekend, so don't be silly. I'll go for myself.
10-4, happy to be here. Another year of Indy. Hopefully I can make all the laps.
Another year of Indy for me, another year of not having finished so far. I've always had good fortune not taking out too many people. So don't worry about me if you are.
Yesterday I got killed before I even crossed the start-finish line, so let's do a little better today, please.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. My worst race so far was getting taken out on the turn 3 on the first lap.
Be patient for the first 25, guys. We'll spread out.
Just remember, I know they say the race doesn't want to turn on lap 1, but it also goes from lap 1 through 199, so just keep it safe.
All I have to do is complete one lap and I beat yesterday, so I can only go up from here, right?
Evidently.
So it's not the end of the world if you're not able to finish today, but it's also next week with the Open Series.
Is it next week or the week after?
Next week, I believe. Or I should say this upcoming week.
Copy, copy. I'm not gonna make next week because I'm working then. Easy, Riley there, easy.
The guys that are behind me, I'm just riding around right now, trying to feel out the car and have everything settled. I'm not making moves early.
That's a good play, Alan. Fucking hell, that was risky making it 3 wide so early.
Crash exit to turn 4, crash exit turn 4.
Checking up here, checking up.
Thank you, President. I think that's the longest I've gone with green flag running with 4 cautions thrown out on the start.
Hey, whoever gave that alert about the crash, thank you, man. Very cool. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you, buddy.
Jared, was that a scheduled stop or?
Oh no, I wrecked on lap 2.
I don't know why some of these guys are going slow. We gotta catch up to the back half of the field.
Close it up, guys. Okay, start. I'll get the pit lane already.
Fucking hell! Scared me, Jared. Oh, it was a jet.
Trying to find my proper spot.
Fair enough, I was just... I saw you coming, I was like, oh my fucking god. Really didn't want to make him the face car, that'd be silly. I'm glad that safety car came out when it did because we're losing pace to the front runners.
I'm sorry about the caution, guys. That was a good run. Yeah, but what's your intentions? You just want to stay in this group, or?
If your car is damaged, you could just stay the low line on the straight. That'll help.
Dodgy restart.
Check up out of 3. Check up out of 4.
Advice please, I just got a black flag passing before the start finish line on the yellow. But I can't come out because of the yellow, is it?
So Mark, when you pass the start finish, you can only pass on the outside. If you pass a car on the inside before the start finish, the black flag.
You'll have to serve that under green.
Yeah, I got the black flag for it. I just wanted to pit the drive-through, but then the yellow came out, so...
Yeah, you gotta pit under green, I believe, for the penalty. Could be wrong.
I'm guessing the pit lane must have closed as soon as you went in.
That's just bad luck.
I had it here when I went into the pit. My flag from my pit crew did not drop. Totally missed my pit box.
I'll have to go back to engine map 2 for my fuel saving because lost a little bit on that stint. I was up in 4.
Don't forget to put it into 8 whilst we're in under caution here.
I already did that. Good to go there. I'm still trying to figure out these engine maps here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, for me, in my experience, I always try and put it into 5, but then once I do that, I just lose so much time to the guys ahead.
Yeah, I had it in 2. My MPG was up 4.89. Went to 4 for this run, now down 4.56. So I don't know if I should just stick it in 2 or if I want to experiment with 5 on this next green flag run.
I suppose it's going to be about how well you're able to keep up in the slipstream, I guess. I suppose the benefit of it being in a lower engine mode is that you won't have to lift as much during the corners because you're not going in as fast.
I guess that's the case. I mean, I'm lifting and coasting through the corner when I'm up in the slipstream a little bit because I know you can get aero tight, and that was kind of my detriment when I was running this deal last year. I was in slipstream, someone got aero tight and killed myself on the wall.
Yeah, I agree with Samuel. My experience, for me, better just to draft and coast than use the shield back.
Copy.
Can I just ask again, so if the green flag comes out, can I just do the drive-through now?
I mean, if you're at the back of the grid and the green flag comes out before you cross the line, I think that might work. I haven't done it myself. I just kind of did a lap and then pitted in right off 4 after, like, just as we're taking the green flag lap.
I would have pit, start in the back, and then go through and jump in the pit lane.
I'm in P21 right now, but...
So stay low coming out of the turn 4 on green.
I think as long as the pit lane's open, yes, that's the key. Is check that the pit lane is open. Before you go in.
Can't serve a black flag on the yellow.
Yeah, that's my thing. So if it says green, 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 and I'm not at the pit lane yet, then I could take it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess in theory?
Slow down and stay in the lower line coming out of 4. Jump in the pit on green.
Good news, Mark.
Wrecking after turn 1.
Yeah, big wreck, turn 2.
I mean, I know cautions be cautions, but goddamn.
And Mark, you're not going to lose a lap, my friend. That's pretty good.
It was that in front of me. That was pretty close. Oh man, way to get my heart rate up.
Sorry, Alex, I saw the smoke and I checked up.
At this rate, is anyone going to be able to complete the 500 miles?
You got Stanford, but you were definitely in the lead.
Well, that couldn't be any better for me, that one.
Did you go to church this morning by chance?
I had a big shit.
Well, you're doing something right there, right? That's lucky.
We're only like 60 miles or 55 miles into this race and we're already at 3 cautions. Oh dear.
Hey guys on the stack group, can we catch up?
Catch up, Chris, please.
Yeah, pitting in, brother.
The thing, the longest period of racing we've had so far was immediately after the start.
Yeah, luckily my race, or wreck, didn't cause a flag.
So this would really benefit someone who's had to have like a fair bit of optional damage but is still in the race. Don't know how my Daytona 500 went.
I was wondering when I checked my in-car adjustments, my rear weight jacker didn't move. Didn't realize I put on a completely different button.
Jump scare, Gavin. We're all good.
I've got my weight jacker where I usually have my TC, but it does mean that because I don't have enough numbers on my dial, that I go up in increments of 3 on my weight jacker.
Copy. I was stuck at 0 because that's why in some cases on Slipstream I was still a little...
There's no setting for that, so I'm gonna...
Is what it is. I have it set now, so I don't have to worry. I just got to keep that in my memory bank. My dial is for my engine map, so I can just quick adjust like when a caution comes out.
Wait a minute, I still got F next to my name. Damn.
Did the yellow come out before you got into the pit?
I was more than halfway through the pit lane when the yellow came out, so... But the black flag went away. Maybe when it's green, maybe it gets cleared, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you have to completely finish your drive before it can be cleared.
And I think it was, he went down pit road and then they spun off the 2, and if you're still on pit road when the caution came out, it didn't clear the penalty.
Yeah, but the black flag is gone.
Yeah, and Mark, if you're not getting those warnings, 22, because the iRacing spotter will tell you you have to come in and serve the penalty. So if you're not getting those warnings, it's clear.
Yeah, maybe it clears out when it goes green again. I don't know. Or maybe I got a black flag again.
If you're running crew chief, I think you can ask him.
Yeah, correct. You can inquire on crew chief if you haven't.
How the hell do I ask Jim?
Just be like, hey, do I have a penalty?
I think there's a hotkey for it too. I'm not 100% sure.
Black flag is cleared, black flag is cleared.
Well done, Mark.
Yeah, but now I got Lau Pinar in front of me. Oh my god. Excuse me. All good, all good. I forgot the grass had a bit less grip than the tarmac.
you gotta take it out. Yeah, remember the pit lane's live.
clearly need to work on driving in dirty air because I suck.
Yeah, that's the big issue. Most wrecks in any car are almost happening in dirty air.
.15 pitting in this lap.
About to pit out. Screen put.
Oh my God! I had 2 laps left and the coffee comes out. That's awesome.
I just did it too. How sad.
Same, man, same.
Well, but you guys won't lose a lap, right? You're going to come out under the yellow, so you'll be playing like...
I don't know, I might have lost the lap.
I was in the pit lane when the yellow came out.
Oh, I just barely held on.
I'm just trying to make up laps. I could have used it to come out a little earlier.
Come on, 18. Gotta hop up on the wheel, get past the pace car, get back to the tail end here. That's great.
Let's catch up. I had like 1 liter of fuel left. This is gonna be insanely close.
You might have ran out on the pit lane.
Hey, 6 for a little bit there before we pit. We made it look like we were professionals out there passing each other.
That's the second time guess I'm lucky.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. We were both racing hard, but we were racing fair.
Oh, that wasn't hard, mate. That wasn't hard at all. I left the room.
Oh, you know what I meant though. Like we were aggressive. Like when I say we're racing hard, we were racing each other a little bit aggressively when it comes to passing each other, but it was fair. Like we gave each other space.
Yeah, I got it, Alex. I got it. Yeah. I did cut in front of you a couple of laps ago, but I know there was room, so in turn 1, so was not cutting you off or anything.
No, I know. I knew that you were leaving me room, and I was trying to leave you room as well, and everything worked out pretty good there in the end.
Hey, Mark, can you come alongside my car so I can rub some of that work off?
Yeah, in lap 201 I'll do that.
Fair enough, my friend, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, so it's also a good race between us two, Cole. Hopefully that goes on for the rest of this race. I think you are probably quicker, given the iRacing that you have. But I think we're both trying to play this smart, which is very good. I think you so more than me. I think you're lifting up a lot more than I am. So I did put it into fuel mode 5 towards the end of that, before the safety, last couple of laps before the safety car came out. But I saw you were definitely still lifting.
Yeah, I was definitely not saving enough when we started that run. I was in like in lap 2. And I think we're probably pretty close. I had a terrible ball line, so that's why I'm like the highest in the
Yeah, I was going to say, you're definitely very fast. I mean, when you were in the lead, what were you using fuel mode 5, or were you going fuel mode 1? I just need to know for my ego if we end up doing this on the last lap.
Yeah. Give us your race secret.
No, of course you don't have to say that. No, because I mean, that would just give the game away, wouldn't it?
Yeah, on the start of that run, I was in 1 for the first like 2 or 3 laps, then I was in 2 for a while, and then I ultimately went to 3, and I stayed in 3 for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say, I definitely felt like I was catching you a fair bit because I was staying in 1.
It's unfortunate that that caution came out for us, like everyone on that first strategy.
Yeah, I mean, we were pulling away a bit, so I mean, I think us and Ruben are all in the same pack as was the case before the previous safety car, or before the pit stop, I mean. But hey, I'm not going to play about it too much. Helps we save a bit more fuel, so I don't have to do that extra dinky pit stop at the end. Bloody hell!
Yeah, there was a little incident by the start-finish line.
I tried going early as well to avoid that exact situation.
With the single file restarts, there's always like one person that tries to go before the entire field goes, and then they like, with the Indy car, if you even touch each other, like the tiniest amount, it's probably a huge wreck.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, netcode's such a bitch around here as well.
Oh yeah, last year during this race, it was like 4 to go or whatever, and I was up front, and then it was like me and this guy were like literally a full car length apart, and it wrecked both of us. And it was so unfortunate.
Why are we so far behind the leaders?
No, 4 wasn't up on the wheel yet.
Close it up, please.
Oh, Ruben, going for the ultimate strategy here. Oh, it was nice doing it.
Let's go, Jeff.
I don't hate the strategy call. I don't want to be in all that dirty air. I feel like I'm gonna losing all the track position isn't gonna work.
Yeah, I think if we were going to pit, it would have been under the previous pace car.
Pace car's in turn 1, why are we still on the front stretch? Turn 2.
Waiting on 21. When you gotta keep pace or lap cars are gonna get that.
If this is the number of pace cars that we get up until the end of the race, I'm going to end up pissing myself, I think.
Long way to go.
Hope you're ready for a 4-hour race.
Exactly, I can't hold it that long.
We're not young men anymore, our bladders are weak.
That's why they call it a pit stop, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it'll take 7 seconds to leave your computer, go to the restroom, and then come back pretty quick.
Yeah, this is why I like the Daytona 500, there was enough time to go for a whiz.
I mean, it takes me 7 seconds just to pull 2 centimeters of pecker out my pants.
I mean, if you got like a gallon jug nearby or water bottle or something, more power to you to use it, but...
Simple request, if you are 2 or more laps down, please let cars on the lead lap pass you. 1, you're still in, 2 or more, you're not on the team.
Yeah, it's a shame they don't do the lucky dog here.
Yeah, they let the lap cars between the leader and the pace car go, but not like another best placed lap car, I don't think. No, do they?
I got let by at the last restart. I'm 8 laps down or so. Sorry for almost coming down Indy. I got a little tight.
Yeah, tell you where north.
Big wrecking up here, check up, huge. Damn.
Oh shit, Cole!
18, let's go.
What were you doing, 32? We were going a straight line and you just swerved.
I was just looking at the standings when it happened. Jesus.
There's a 32 at.
32, where are you, 32?
He's coming.
Man, Cole, I feel so shit for you. Like, I was hoping you'd be able to get to the end. I feel like you definitely deserve to be in this fucking fight for a podium at the very least, if not for win.
I mean, right now my crew chief is saying I don't have wheel damage, which is good. So maybe I can be okay. I thought I hit the wall pretty good.
Yeah, I found damage to be really weird this year. Sometimes it says, sometimes it feels like the car is understeering a bit, but the game just doesn't say I need repairs or anything like that. I've no idea if it's on the crew chief, and then, yeah, I think it's a bit more lenient.
I don't have a meatball or anything, so hopefully we're okay. Still a long way to go. Maybe we can figure it out.
I believe in you, Cole. Almost as much as I believe in Joe Hendry.
Say his name.
Oh, Mark, that was something else.
Thank you everybody for not using your brakes and not slamming into me in the middle of the track.
Yeah, it was a bit close though.
Yo, we are so lucky. Only 60 seconds of optional.
Let's go, Cole! Trying to figure out what sort of position I'm in right now. What, like 9, 10? I'm assuming you didn't have any optionals when you came in, Cole.
My weight checker's up another 2 clicks because I knew I was getting really tight on corner exit. About slapped the wall a couple times, nearly ended my race.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for clean air, I think I would have probably hit the wall once or twice. I was pretty tighter than I was probably liking to admit.
Yeah, it's something I'm keeping my eye on throughout the race. If I really start getting tight on corner exit, I'll click it up as a couple until I'm up at max, and then by that point it's just pray.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the weight jacket. It's more the LB that, as an oval tourist, I'm not as sure about.
Copy.
It's like I was trying, I think 1 and 5 in my previous attempts, but now I'm going 3 and 4, and I feel more stable than I had been. I haven't hit the wall once yet, which I know famous last words, but is always a positive indication. Also, look, we're on the funny number lap.
You shouldn't have said it, man. You jinxed yourself.
I know. And maybe by acknowledging it, maybe that reverses the jinx.
Hey, Cole, I'm going to stay down low at the start, brother.
One can be hopeful. Let's have some fun on this restart.
Better watch out, Samuel. Cole's on a mission. He's flying through the back corner.
Big hit, turn 2, turn 6, 4, slow car. Slow car 4.
Hey, thanks for that shout out. Thank you.
collision down 4.
Yeah, I wrecked it. I'll keep up top. You guys just pass me in the bottom.
I think you lost the wing.
Cheers, Alex. Thank you.
Right front's gone. I'm on bottom, back straight. We'll use the access road between 3 and 4. Damn it!
One day I'll learn how to drive as fast as Jeffrey.
One day I'll finally complete one of these races.
Hey, I'm happy, man. The last race, I got killed before the start-finish line. Some dude just rear-ended me.
Damn.
As soon as the lights turned green, I was killed. Hitting in.
I'm gonna go low on the back stretch.
Hitting out.
Thank you.
Whoever's in front of me, I think it's Cole. You're blinking pretty good, dude.
Do you say I'm blinking?
Yeah, you disappeared for the whole front stretch. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Cameron in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Coming by.
Your damage stay low, please.
Just hit the wall for the first time after 108 laps. It's pretty good going.
What the fuck was that, man?
Catch up to the pace car.
We needed that because Ruben was just flying away.
Yeah, that car 32 just like hits everyone that was trying to go around him. Jesus.
Well done, Cole. You're already up to P3, man. Nicely done.
Oh, fucking hell, really? Oh, I got it in as well.
We're on a alternate strategy there, so we'll have to see how it works out.
Yeah, bullshit. Your alternate strategy is quick, baby.
I think that was a good time to pit because if you think about the average stint being about 30 laps, 19 laps to the end, you don't have to do any short stops at the end if you go flat out more or less. Might have to do a tad bit of fuel saving, but and probably hope there's a safety car at some point.
I just wanted to get some track position, so I thought it would be a good time to stay out.
Oh yeah, in your position it makes so much more sense to go to the track position. Well, to 18 you did blink a fair bit there, just be careful.
Yeah, maybe try and just get everybody get out of the way on the restart here.
Don't do that.
I just wanted to make you aware of that as well. I'm sure you might have something in your corner saying packet loss or some shit, so I mean it might have been worthless information, but hey.
I guess we'll have to still pit at least 2 times.
I think we're coming up to the point of my longest ever IndyCar race for me, so hopefully I can keep going until lap 200. That's my aim. Hey, wait for me!
Turn 4, turn 4.
There's murder on the dance floor in Indianapolis.
Hey, whoever wrecked, thank you for punching themselves with you. Great.
Just as I caught back up to the pack, more or less, I was on the very end of the slipstream.
Check up out of 2.
Sorry, Adam. Jim didn't know what he wanted.
Man, this is what I fucking love about this race. I've got no idea where I'm going to end up at the end of this.
Yeah, it all depends on when the last caution falls.
Yeah, so I think I'll probably be okay for fuel till the end, but so will you guys if all just pit. I mean, in terms of we don't have to do any sort of smaller pit stuff, I wouldn't imagine. So it's just a case of how much more fuel can we get? How much fuel can we save in?
This might be a dumb question, but does Indy do green, white, checkered, or can it finish under caution?
I believe finish under caution.
That's what I assumed, but I grew up watching NASCAR, so I don't know.
Always finish under caution. Dario Franchitti won 3 all under caution.
I see. Understood.
As much as it takes the wind out of the end of a race, I do prefer to end under caution. I think green and white checkered is a bit gimmicky.
Oh, come on, who doesn't want the Indy512?
Cheers, Joseph. Thank you.
I'm not trying to fight.
If we work together, we can swap drafts and extend the lead.
That's what I'm thinking. I want to save fuel.
Okay, take the back stretch if you want.
So I didn't quite catch that. I'm staying in fuel mode 3 right now, so it might not be best for me to lead. Unless, I guess we could slipstream swap if you want.
Yeah, when you're closer.
Okay, I'll go into fuel mode 1 when I'm off. Never mind, do it next lap. I'm going to go into fuel mode 1 now then.
Yeah, if you're coming off of 1 or 3, just take the inside. 2 or 4 on that.
Yeah, that would have been a half-hearted move there.
Yeah, swap out coming out on the straight. You should get a run behind me and I'll get a run behind you. Perfect.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'll get you at the end of this.
Do you want me to go down to lower fuel modes just to make it easy for you when we're doing this, or?
Let's pass them up. Yeah, I gotta run.
Yeah, I think you got this one. Hit the inside.
You want to do the same thing out of 4 on this lap.
I think I might have a run here. Yeah, go do it. Yeah, same again, just say when you got to run. I think we... Yeah, inside. Sorry, I was hanging around the outside too long there.
So do the swap coming out of 4, not going into 3.
Oh shit, sorry, I keep forgetting what you said. Yeah, out of 4 is what you said.
I'm not gonna fight either of you guys. You guys can keep swapping. I'm just putting around behind you.
That's enough, you're getting carried along. Yeah, I'll try out of 4 here. It won't go for you on 3.
I think I can take you on this one, on the inside. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll go here.
You gotta run.
Copy. Go on then. So I'm really fucking this up.
That's all right. Sorry, left car.
No, it's all good. Can't control that.
Getting out.
Thank you.
Rafa in fuel mode 8. I'm really not lifting enough.
I'm dropping in the 6 on the straightaway, and then you're catching. Try that. Right out of the turn, drop the 6.
Yeah, I've got less much. I've got to do what you're doing now. I don't have it.
No worries when you catch up.
I reckon it might be quicker if we go stay in formation. Because we seem to drop the other guys when they're just not fighting.
Sam, how far behind is the third place?
About 3 tenths now. We're back after pit stop. Yeah, got a big train now.
Yeah, we can train it, that's fine. Then we got a last car coming up, so we might get some wash. Just FYI.
Yeah, no worries. When you guys get close, I'll go down low.
Thank you. It might be too close for that to work.
I think so.
I'm just picking up your draft and I'm following.
Yeah, gotcha. Like I said, when you get the run, I'll stay down low.
Thank you, sir.
You guys got a hell of a battle going on.
Damn it.
Okay, next straight, back straight.
I'll take the inside. Stay high. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Heading out.
Wow, sketchy.
Joseph, sure.
No problem.
Thank you. Oh, come on, Nicholas, that's not nice.
I really wish back markers wouldn't influence the end of this race for us. Well, you guys anyway, I'm out of this, I think. And Mark's one, yeah.
back in T3 and 4.
Oh no, oh my gosh. So close.
I think that's fucking saved me, you know?
I think that's over.
Oh man, that's gonna be what? 2-lap dash to the finish? One?
It's gonna be scary is what it's gonna be.
So Mark, if you win this thing, your logo on your car ought to be a shamrock or a rabbit foot. You've had a hell of a comeback.
Nah, I think Ruben's gonna win it. He's got the edge on me. Adam is faster, just was unlucky with the back markers.
I think me and my wheel damage is going to win it. But Batmarker, can you at least let us have a fair fight to the end? No, that's shame because I think I was going to run out of fuel. I just about put it into engine mode 5, and just as camera was about to overtake me, the yellow flags came out.
Sebastian, we need to catch up, brother.
Told my wife dinner was at 5, but that's 1 minute away, and I already smell it, so let's get on with it.
I'm going to have myself a pizza after this. I think I've earned it for getting this far into the race.
My ass hurts.
Ass, hands, wrist, you name it. Oh, come on, this fucking Batmarker. Why'd you have to be here?
And my shoulder. I didn't expect my shoulder to hurt.
Yeah, that's my shoulder as well, my left one.
Mine's my right. I don't know, too much wanking or something.
No, not enough, because it's not trained enough.
You know, you're right.
Nicholas, please, you're killing Adam's chances of getting the win here. Please just go into the pits or something. Or just go on the inside line on the restart. Obviously it's your prerogative, I don't know why I'm whinging so much.
Guys, before this is over, man, let me say it's been a great fun race. What a great group of drivers here. Thank you all.
Yeah, I had a great fun there, guys, with this race. Congrats to all the finishers at least, because that's already an achievement.
Yeah, assuming I survive this last lap, this will be the first time I've finished the Indy500 out of about 7, 8 attempts.
I just wish I hadn't bended on the second lap. That might still be at least only at 1 lap down.
Yeah, unfortunate, man.
Yeah, I just got a little loose exiting a corner. Bent my front right. You know, it happens. I suck. Felt good.
Yeah, to finish first, you first have to practice a lot.
Yeah, 1 week of practicing wasn't enough, clearly.
Not much practice at all, wasn't a lot of practice for me. Maybe like just the qualifying, really. Oh, they're getting Michael Massey. Let's go.
Good luck to all you top dogs. May the best man win.
That was a silly error for me, Adam. I'm sorry. I don't think you don't look like you're anywhere any rear damage, so that was a light off.
Cameron, you're just blinking in and out, man. Just heads up.
Was there anyone else that was going to struggle for fuel with that stay to green till the end?
I had about a quarter lap of extra.
I think I had 0.1, 0.2 under, so I was really starting to feel the strain. Usually auto fuel overdoes it, but it didn't this time.
Here we go, guys. One more lap.
I have wheel damage, so I'm going to drop low.
Yeah, Roger, cheers, Jared.
Cole, I'm gonna drop low too, so you can go.
Thank you.
Shit, sorry. Fuck, I took someone out in the last lap and it doesn't feel like a good podium, but... Well, maybe Case will get... Oh! Oh, GG, Ruben, let's go. Nice one.
Good racing, everyone.
Yeah, good racing, everyone. I turned into an absolute helmet at the end, and I'm, shit, who was it, that I took out? I'm really excited about that.
Great win there, Ruben. I can't seem to win one. Last year, 1,000th of a second, now 2,000th of a second. I'm going backwards.
Ruben, congratulations, man. Great victory, dude.
Oh, but everybody on this group is good drivers, so thanks for the great race, guys. Cheers.
Yeah, congrats to all the finishers. Great job, guys. That's an achievement.
I'm only 20 laps back, I'll count it though.
Congrats, Ruben. Congrats to everyone else that's finished also.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry, man.
Congrats, everybody. It was my first one, so I'm just happy to be here at the end. It was fun.
Well done, Ruben. That's one of the Triple Crown wins. Well done.
Thank you all.